Whoop whoop, what's up, Bearcats? We're back here hanging and chilling for the HMG Raw Watch-Along Continuation. Make sure you sign your NDA, pal. We're live on Netflix on the 1 hour, 24 minute, and 11-second mark. Counting down 3, 2, 1, play. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Exclusive deals just for you.
Get me Riho, pal. Give me Gunther, pal.
Well, since he has come back, we have seen an elevated version of all the skilled and powerful and utterly damaging superstars. Gunther in this tournament to see who will have the historic honor of being John Cena's final opponent. The semifinals against Solo Sikoa. Next, what a matchup.
There are moments where every second feels like a month, and there are moments where 25 years feels like a second. My lens through what WWE is like 220 dates a year, 5 dates a week, a different town every night. And like there are just gaps that I can't even, like, I don't know what happened in 2006, but if I have some time and if I have a little bit of guidance of like, hey, in 2006 you had I remember that. That's where like the decades feel like seconds.
Well, you probably just saw Tom Rinaldi on the Thanksgiving Day NFL game. Now you can see Rinaldi's full interview with John Cena, available immediately following Raw next Monday on WWE's YouTube. The final match, the final week of John Cena for Saturday night's main event, Washington, D.C., December 3rd.
Whoop whoop.
It is time to see who can draw closer, get to the finals, who can have that historic opportunity. Their Solo Sikoa was in the midst of a highly competitive quarterfinal match last week, and this is how he advanced.
Well, Solo was taking on the high-flying Penta into a high-risk for that Hurricane Rana, but just landed badly, injuring the shoulder, unable to compete per our medical staff, which gave Solo a pass through to tonight's semi-final. And he's going to be sidelined for an as-yet undetermined amount of time. We wish you the best, and we will keep you posted.
Listen, Wade, you hear it all the time in tournament action, in any sport. Survive and advance. And the last time is now tournament semifinals. If you advance, you will be in the finals on SmackDown against LA Knight. Of course, the massive prize. We've said it earlier. Titles, championships, they can't go. Retiring John Cena once, and it will cement a legacy. Who will take a step closer right here? Gunther and Solo Sikoa, we are underway.
Yeah, I'm going to go out to that.
Gunther and Solo, pal. Yeet yeet.
Just said, but I'm going to put that final match of John Cena's up there on a par with breaking the Undertaker's streak. We saw Brock Lesnar do that many, many years ago, and we have not stopped talking about it. Whoever has that final match with John Cena, who retires John Cena, especially if they can beat John Cena on the way out. We will be talking about it for decades.
Remember, LA Knight defeated Jey Uso earlier tonight, and now to see who advances to face LA Knight on December 13th. The winner against Cena, the ultimate prize in the industry right now.
It's such an interesting collision between these two in the ring. Oftentimes they use similar playbooks. It might come down to who is the better at cheating in this particular match, and I would have to give a significant edge to Solo Sikoa based on the fact that there's this almost 7-foot-tall Tala Tonga menacingly stalking the outside of the ring, and the ring general Gunther has to have his wits about him at all times.
Yeah, try calling the match with Tala Tonga choosing to stand right in front of me here. Nearly 7 foot tall, the imposing figure, the menacing force for Solo Sikoa.
These two have indeed clashed, although it was several years ago. They competed back in their NXT days, although both have massively grown and developed since then. There's not a lot we can read into that particular match, although for the record, the winner on that occasion was Gunther.
For an NXT UK champ, Solo Sikoa, an NXT North American champ. Solo went on to be a United States champion, Gunther a 2-time heavyweight champion, and the 666-day longest title reign in history as the Intercontinental champion for the IC belt that reign. Now Gunther trying to pick up the offense as they test each other's size and strength back and forth. Center of the ring.
With a couple of powerhouses made of corners. And the first shot landed, the first big one goes in favor of Solo Sikoa. That is a big mental momentum builder. Solo Sikoa's got his hands full over on Friday Night SmackDown. Problems brewing with Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. Needs to put that to the back of his mind for now at least.
We saw that with the traditional Survivor Series match the other night. Big boot from the ring general. Semi-final action to advance, and the last time is now tournament.
The last time is now.
Here in Glendale, Arizona, massive crowd in Desert Diamond Arena. Things have changed with Gunther and Solo Sikoa, and that is because of the presence of the enforcer of Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga.
Now, this is the second the referee turned his back on Tala Tonga. So sweeping the legs of Gunther and finally giving Solo a massive upper hand here. Gunther once again trying to go for that weak spot for the corner.
Yes, basically going to be LA Knight versus whoever wins this match.
Now trying to fight back from underneath.
Yeah, Gunther dominated the first 2 rounds of this last time. Is now tournament to see who faces John Cena in Cena's final match. It was Javon Evans and Carmelo Hayes that he got through. This is
Yo, what's up, Grass? Whoop whoop. Is doing well. What to do with you, pal? Yeet yeet.
Different kind of animal, and perhaps animal is the right word because the mentality of Solo Sikoa is to be merciless and unyielding when he has the upper hand. This is a perfect moment for Solo Sikoa to take a little breather, knowing full well he has the big Austrian opponent hurt at this point and unable to attack.
You see Gunther reaching for his tackle, chop down to the back of the neck. Gunther himself was trying to take advantage moments ago when Solo Sikoa went for the small spike, but hit the ring post, and then Gunther was targeting that thumb. And now back to the chop. This time, Gunther locking it up.
It's so rare you see a block like that on a body slam, but so technically astute.
Meanwhile, oh, but it collapses down. This should advance to the finals.
Well, 2 things. Solo Sikoa is a massive human being. He is just as thick as they come. But combine that with the amount of headbutt attacks that he is of Gunther, and Gunther simply
Yeah, at least they finally established that.
2 veteran superstars who know what it means to win championships. But you talk to everybody around this arena today, and they say the big prize, the one everybody wants, is the chance to retire John Cena. This is a semifinal win here and you face LA Knight in the finals of the tournament.
Really has turned to speed for Gunther at this point. The power game simply isn't working. That's normally in his bag of tricks. It's not going to work against Solo Sikoa. Not when you're half beaten down like the former world heavyweight champ is right now.
Gunther quick to his feet and catching Solo on top of the rope and now going up himself.
Into a war of attrition.
With these two giants, all that size and weight crashing down. And you could see the ring shake.
And of course, executing that move, even though Gunther was the man performing it, that superplex there, landing on his own lower back in the process. You see him turn, trying to avoid it.
Yeah, in a weird way, Ron's getting hurt. Kind of helps Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul.
Winner here will be one win away from being John Cena's final opponent. That historic pedestal that everybody desires. This is how they started off the match, and they're getting right back to it, towing the line, center of the ring.
Two immovable objects slugging it out, and something has to give tonight.
Oh, what a chop. Big right hand.
As durable and tough as they come, just racing in pain under this powerful attacks from one
All righty, while they're doing in the middle of this match, I'm going to step aside for a little smoky choky time. Be right back. Woo woo. Yeah, Solo's been looking good. I mean, and he's gotten a lot better, too. He's gotten a lot better. His in-ring work is better. His promos are a lot better. Yeah, he's somebody who should be getting more opportunities and moving up the card more. Whoop, whoop. So, weird. Solo's working babyface in this match. Like, yeah, Solo's like actually the babyface in this match. Like that's a weird way to book him. But when it's him and Gunther, it's kind of how you got to do it. Oh, he's got the MFTs at ringside. I forgot about that.
In a generation moment, this is your only opportunity to see something like this. And Solo Sikoa refusing to let it go.
Oh, what a shot! Nice edge right across.
I'd be with that move. I'd be with that move. That would kind of freshen both acts up a little bit. Not much, but some.
To keep down the ring general. Why are we surprised?
There's a lot of our officials just looking at these two guys, saying how much more can they give? Can they endure? These are the decisions that real fighters make. Go for the spike again. Oh, the slippers in way.
Broken, center of the ring, and Solo's across. Good with right way.
He denies it. Better denied the right hand, and now able to make it over to the corner.
Solo's got over that.
Look, it rips off the top.
As inadvertent or not. German suplex connecting. Solo Sikoa has
Yeah, that might help Jay out a little bit too. That might help him. He could use that.
The referee's back is completely turned as they team up to do damage.
That was what the fuck was that? So the ref's like screaming at Solo, and Solo's gonna stop and stare at the ref? All right, I think LA Knight's going over. I really think LA Knight's going over. Yeah, now I think LA Knight's going over in this tournament. It's going to be seen in LA Knight. That's my bet. Yeah, that's not good. But that's not good booking. The right choice for that would be LA Knight. And then LA Knight going over Cena. And now you have your new top babyface. WWE ain't going to do that. Yeah, at least it wasn't like a choke out, tap out finish. Whoop whoop. Cheers, genitals.
Skinny to heat. Spicy.
Sure. Nobody wants to say who the masked man at Survivor Series was.
Adam, everyone I spoke to said they didn't see anything out of the ordinary,
Ordinary.
except for seeing Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Everybody's saying the same thing. All right, now do me a favor, keep me posted. I appreciate it. Thanks. Speaking about Seth Rollins, gentlemen, word around town is they saw him walking without his little sling. Yeah, I heard the same thing. I don't know. Medical saying something else, but I'm guessing you're not here to talk about Seth. Nope. We defend these championships tonight. Yes, you did. We want to do it again. When? Next week? I love it. I guess the deserving team. Okay, I'm all ears. Maybe one that didn't get a rematch.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
We won War Raiders.
War Raiders. The War Raiders. They didn't get a rematch. You're absolutely right. Next week. You like it? Yeah.
How long have the War Raiders been off TV? Holy shit.
AJ Dragon Lee versus the War Raiders next week.
You're the best.
You're the best. Why? Sure. Well, this will be I like it. I like it too. I like having fighting.
It's been a long time since seen the War Raiders on TV.
The War Games has come and gone. Our mission accomplished. Now the two future Hall of Famers can lock in on what they want. Searching for gold.
Oh, geez. Now it's the tag team main event match coming up.
That is next.
Io Sky, Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Whoop, whoop.
It's going to be a great weekend in Montreal. Friday night SmackDown and Saturday night's main eventer comes to the Bell Center in Montreal. It'll be Friday, January 23rd, Saturday the 24th. Combo tickets are available now. Individual tickets on sale this Friday via Ticketmaster. As for Raw next week, we're in Kansas City, and it's going to be the countdown to greatness. The winner of the Last Time Is Now tournament, 5 days prior to facing John Cena. They will be with us live, Gunther or LA Nightwing.
And there is so much more coming because fighting champs by nature. After victory earlier tonight, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee put that goal on the line against the former champs, the War Raiders. Next week on Raw, and the pain of Dirty Doll's existence, the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. He's going to take on Judgment Day Clubhouse legend Finn Balor next week on Raw from KC.
That is next week in Raw. Right now, let's go backstage to Jackie Redmond.
Or how about this? How about AJ and Dragon Lee doing an open challenge? And it's Hank and Tank. And they bring the Pro Wrestling Noah tag belts with them.
I have no problem going through them one at a time.
Fair enough. Listen, with Dom reclaiming that Intercontinental Championship, I'd be remiss, Ray, if I didn't ask if there's a chance we see you take another run at the IC title.
That still hasn't been ruled out. So yes, there is a big possibility.
Whoa. The IC title? Not to interrupt your little video here, but was just on my way to my private jet. Seems as if I stumbled upon some crazy talk.
Logan Paul, if it isn't the one guy who might be more of an ass than my own son.
Ray, stop. Ray, I'm 6'3". You're 3'6". I'm a great father. You're a deadbeat dad according to your own son. And I don't know if you heard, Mr. Out of Touch, but the IC title belongs to the Vision, the most dominant force on Raw. So I'm actually glad I stopped by because consider this a warning. You need to step down,
Or else.
Okay, so are they going to turn Judgment Day babyface, Dom and Judgment Day babyface, because they're making it clear that Dom is now a target of Logan Paul and the Vision. Yeah, Logan Paul is 100% in the Vision. And it seems like each guy is their own individual. Like there's not really any leader. Each guy's kind of like their own man, but they're part of a collective that's being managed by Paul Heyman. Like, for example, they got Braun going after CM Punk for the world title. Logan Paul, who's targeting the Intercontinental title. And I'm not sure they're doing with, and they haven't really defined where they're going with Bronson Reed yet. Yeah, it's kind of like a more modern, smaller, dangerous alliance in a weird way. But dude, that's man. But it's sad that like that fact doesn't get a lot of mention. Because dude, come on, that team managed by Paul Heyman, you had Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, Steve Austin, Bobby Eaton, Larry Zbyszko.
Several weeks ago, and as Charlotte told us earlier tonight, they never got a rematch. Well, win this evening, and it may well augment your arguments in the eyes of management.
From right here at Desert Diamond Arena, tonight's WWE Raw is brought to you by DoorDash. Your door to more.
Talking about more, Charlotte always wants more. One of the greatest resumes in history, but never satiated. Wants the gold back. ASAP.
Hero to one gold as well.
There it is. Ah! Okay, so I have to ask the question. I legit have to ask the question. I'm looking at the parallels. Is Rhea and Io Sky WWE's response to Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa? I have to ask the question. Just looking at the parallels and similarities, I gotta ask the question. Stop singing your fucking entrance, Rhea.
Of course, his battle with the Kabuki Warriors a few weeks back. Like Australia, Crown Jewel, they were victorious on that occasion. Gold was not part of the equation back then. Things have changed since, and now looking to get themselves to a position where they get an opportunity at the Kabuki Warriors victory here. They will do it for
Yeah, it does seem like we're seeing a weird sudden focus on women's tag team wrestling in WWE all of a sudden. The timing, I'm with you on the timing with that. Hey, what's up? Good to see you again, Lab Rat. Whoop whoop.
With AJ Lee and coming up with the victory, and people reflect on recent weeks in terms of the
Okay, gotcha. I just haven't been paying attention. Which, to be fair, it's really hard to pay attention to any of this.
So that trust was definitely there. This friendlier version of this relationship with heated rivals that they shared.
But hope all is well. Much love. Good to see you, pal. Whoop whoop.
So that won't help things. No, it won't. But it has to be said, relations perhaps have fallen somewhat versus where they were at.
The accidental big boot by Charlotte as she lets Rhea know, they obviously.
Right now, I'm not surprised about Charlotte putting her aside during War Games. First and foremost, Charlotte is a winner. Question, I know that she will be a winner tonight.
Back here, Raw live on Netflix from Desert Diamond Arena. When the evening began, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky came out celebrating the victory in Women's War Games and setting forth their intentions to go after the Kabuki Warriors to win the Tag Team World Championships. They were met by Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss saying, hold on a second, we were the recent champs. If anybody deserves a shot at the Kabuki Warriors, it should be Charlotte and Alexa.
Now look back in that prison trap for a second time in this match as Alexa Bliss, who has really struggled with the power game of Rhea Ripley, and the body of Alexa Bliss clearly hurting at the War Games. That was a smart way out and an inadvertent collision from Rhea Ripley into Charlotte Flair after the one we saw in reverse a few moments ago.
Yes, the match started inadvertently. It was Charlotte who landed a big boot on Rhea, and now off the prison trap.
Okay, here's where the spot went wrong. Here's where the spot went wrong. Well, unless
Io Sky, the genius of the sky, and now you see the teamwork. This for the win.
Alexa Bliss.
here's where the spot went wrong. It should have been when Alexa flung Rhea into Charlotte. Charlotte should have popped Rhea and then shrugged her shoulders. And then Alexa gets a little bit up on her, but then Rhea takes it back and then starts working heat again.
And instead, a massive right hand from Io Sky. And return fire from Alexa. And I think to your point that you made earlier, how much was taken out of our competitors was what they had to endure at Women's War Games wave.
With a left elbow of Io Sky right there. You can
Hey, who knows? That might end up happening. That might end up happening at some point.
Alexa Bliss.
Like, I could see them doing that. Deucey, get me the 2-woman power trip, pal.
They had settled their differences, and the trust was put forth after their face-to-face sit-down prior to Women's War Games. On Saturday night in San Diego, it worked out for Charlotte and Rhea. But the past is undeniable, and here they go. Through the grace of this generation.
The match they had at WrestleMania a couple of years ago in SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. One of the greatest matches I've ever seen. That was one-on-one. It's tag tonight, but these two have really only had eyes for one another since that first bell rang.
That's a great hand. Brittany comes back with one of her own. Flair wants all of it. Ripley's willing to give it.
So few people can stand toe-to-toe with Ripley like this.
Flair chop. And another. Just listen to her. She can feel the momentum gathering.
Rhea Ripley can feel a lot more than momentum.
Oh, the big headbutt.
Completely rocking Charlotte Flair, but immediately recovering nice.
Right to that top turnbuckle by Flair.
Well, they've studied each other as opponents in the past.
Oh! From down to up and delivering the kick.
Dude, Rhea and Charlotte, they work so well together. They work, dude. Yeah. Dude,
From Women's War Games teammates.
I'm sorry. That was actually really good. That was pretty good shit right there.
Rhea Ripley, Io Sky against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, as both teams have stated their mission that they want to be in position to get the Kabuki Warriors to have gold. Of course, Charlotte and Alexa most recently were tag team champions.
These women have been put through the meat grinder over the past 48 hours after the hell that was War Games, successful as it may have been for these four. This match in and of itself has been brutality personified, and again, the body of Rhea Ripley just giving out. You simply don't see that happen.
Right, exactly right. Yeah, let's now like put focus on the women's tag team division and put stars in it like Charlotte and Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss and Io Sky. Yeah, right when AEW happens to introduce their own women's tag team titles. However, to be fair, this is actually like the first time that WWE has had enough women's talent to where, okay, we can take these stars out of like the main, like, singles women's titles, put them in the tag division, because you got like Chelsea Green, Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Roxanne Perez, and the upcomers like and Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair when she comes back, Liv Morgan. Then we got that you got them, those names to carry the singles divisions. Becky Lynch, well, of course she's going away for a little bit. AJ Lee. And plus, you have an kind of an overflow of women of NXT where it's like you could kind of pull a lot of women out of NXT into the main roster to help bolster the women's singles division. Yeah, no, what a coincidence, right? What a coinky-dink. Like Jordan Grace, she's ready to come up. See, I would say, who else down there is ready to come up? I'd bring up Sol Ruka and Lola Vice, too.
How about the patient violence all of a sudden in the midst of this tag team match?
All forward and now smell blood. We know we are close to an ending here. Somebody has to drop it. It looks like it could be Alexa Bliss.
She escapes out the back door. This was looking to counter with a DDT. So, now she's got Rhea lined up. But instead, the headbutt denies the...
Yeah, that's where I start putting some of the women from Evolve. Some of the women from Evolve over there, have them do double duty. Help them get their reps in and get better. That way they're ready for the main roster in NXT. They're ready to be a part of help bolster the Knockouts division.
From Charlotte Flair, who knew it was game over unless she cut deep enough to power Ripley into the power that was happening.
Great stuff here in Glendale, Arizona.
Her whole thing is more like just trying to get her used. The reason why she's in NXT is just to get her used to and ease her into the WWE system before they call her to the main roster. At least that's what I think they're doing with her right now.
Io Sky was so brave to try to stand up to them, but now Asuka and Kairi Sane in complete control here. The women's
and I would say Fatal Influence minus Lainey Reed is ready for the main roster. It's just taking them out would leave the NXT women's roster without some of that star power, without their star power that they kind of would need at this point in time. Yep, exactly. Unless they did a thing where Tiffy turns heel and joins up with Blake, and they have like a glamour Barbie tag team. That would actually kind of work. That would actually in a weird way kind of work. Like Blake Monroe and Tiffany would actually work as a tag team. Oh, yeah, yeah. Modern day beautiful people. I like it, Gruss. I like it. Okay, I'm surprisingly. Okay, so now, all right, I think I see where they're going with Judgment Day. So Liv is endorsing Raquel and Roxanne as the women's tag team of the Judgment Day while she goes after the women's world title. Okay, that actually makes sense, and I kind of like that. Instead of going with the usual tried and true, usual wrestling tension in the team, they're actually on the same page, which is interesting and different, which is actually kind of different, which I like. Okay, cool. All right, so that is it for us tonight. Whoop, whoop. Yep, yeah, Liv is she's a leader of the female side now. I actually kind of like that. I like that dynamic instead of the usual tried and true, usual archaic tension in the team. With women, it's actually one of the things about the women's tag titles because you can actually do because that's what lets that happen. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to tread water with that. You got to be very careful with that. All righty, so that is it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out. Whoop whoop. For Hami Media Group, our schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow we got I Like It Raw. We got the A Show, and then we get the late start NXT Watch Along, and then the Wednesday Locker Room. And on Wednesday, the Next Level Wrestling Review, the AEW Dynamite Watch Along, and Bell Count. Thursday we got the Friday Locker Room, the TNA Impact Watch Along, and Bell Count, and then the JCW Lunacy Replay Watch Along, and then Friday SmackDown Watch Along. And depending on if again, I can't confirm whether or not there will be an Impact Attack not Impact Attack, Smack Attack on Friday night. I don't know for sure yet. I can't. I think that's less I heard that's still up in the air. So if there is not, here's the thing. So we'll do for Friday. If there is no Smack Attack, we will go right into a TNA Final Resolution late start watch along, and then Saturday. If we don't have it the Smack Attack on Friday, we'll have it on Saturday, I think, potentially. Don't know yet. And then that night we'll be doing a NXT Deadline watch along. And then Sunday we got The Wreckage, and then HMG After Dark kicking off this Christmas holiday season with watch alongs of the movies Friday after next and Ernest Saves Christmas. But as far as tonight goes, we're going to keep the party going in about 10-15 minutes over on Twitch, pal. Twitch.tv/LG Brandon. Whoop, whoop. Hope to see you there. If not, or if I don't see you on the other shows, hope you have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. And much love. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal. Take care, y'all.